prepare to race onto the field. Everything is riding on this football game. So there's a special intensity, a special urgency. Here come the Volunteers. Wherever you listen throughout the world, it's football time in Tennessee.
Welcome to the Talkin VAWLS Network. My name is Boogie Bentley, and we've got another name to watch for in the transfer portal. 24/7 Sports Freshman All-American last year. We'll take a look at it coming up next.
The songs how like me, poets at an arcade, soaking moonlit falls on broken passes inundated or that we call home, and it's night and I'm alone and I'm alive.
All right, you guys know the deal. As always, go ahead and smash that thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. Click that bell for notifications, all that jazz. Let's just jump right into the article. Again, Kansas freshman cornerback Karon Prunty to enter the transfer portal. The article talks about how Kansas picked up a number of transfers this spring after hiring Lance Leipold to replace Les Miles. But the Jayhawks will now lose a key contributor from last year's team, sophomore cornerback Karon Prunty. Again, a 24/7 Sports true freshman All-American last season, announced Sunday via Twitter that he plans to enter the NCAA transfer portal. And again, you know, we go back to this transfer portal. Why are these kids leaving? What's the decision? Why are they making that decision? And a lot of it is coaching turnover, and that seems to be the case with Kansas as they have lost a lot of guys in the transfer portal. Let me jump over here, get some film pulled up and shared, and then I'm going to continue to go through the article on another tab. But let me get it pulled up here for you guys real quick. You can take a look at it. Again, 2020 24/7 Sports Freshman All-American, but the article goes on to say that he was an immediate starter at cornerback for the Jayhawks. He finished his true freshman season, 26 tackles, 9 passes defended, and an interception. Says Kansas believed that Prunty could be the best Jayhawk cornerback in a decade, and that's coming from Les Miles. Says he came to Lawrence as a 3-star prospect in the 2020 class and held the Power 5 offers from Virginia Tech, Tennessee, and Pitt. Listed as a 6'1", 189 pounds from Portsmouth, Virginia. Has good size for a corner. I also saw a scouting report that had a 4.42 40 time. But also, you know, just looking through it's tough to find a real detailed scouting report on this kid. But again, the fact that he was a 24/7 Sports freshman All-American last year, I think that speaks for itself. And I couldn't find anything negative on the kid. It sounds like on a Kansas website, as they were looking at him as a prospect coming out of high school, seems to be a good kid that has his head on his shoulders, which all, you know, that seems to be the ongoing theme with these guys that Josh Heupel is going after. We talk about changing the culture, what that means, what that takes. His teammate at Kansas, Luke Grimm, wide receiver, calls him mechanical. It says, I saw a quote, it says, it's like you can't get into his head. He just has a reset button no matter what. It says if he messes up, reset, next play. If he makes a play, forgets about it, and moves on, he's mechanical. He knows what he's doing, and he's confident in himself. That's what you got to do. Again, all of these videos that we make talking about the transfer portal, kids entering, you know, coming out, going back in, it's all speculation. This is just a name to watch. It could be something, could be nothing. That's my favorite quote to throw at you guys when talking about these kids entering the transfer portal. I don't know if Tennessee will kick the tires here or not. Obviously, DeJoun Terry came from Kansas. They were teammates. Don't really know what their relationship was. And sometimes that's not a factor. Sometimes it's where does this kid want to be? But more importantly, is Tennessee going to go down this road? Is Tennessee going to give him an offer? Will they communicate with him? You know, it'll be interesting to see if Josh Heupel wants to add another player in this transfer portal. Obviously, you go back last week before, the decommit from Roe Torrance. And we had it. We saw a linebacker, a couple other names out there floating around the portal. Wasn't sure if Josh Heupel was interested, but it sounds like they may want another defensive back, and that could be what they were waiting for. Again, go back to the decommit from Roe Torrance. Are they looking to add another defensive back along with Kamal Hadden? But if so, I think Karon Prunty, I think the proof is in the pudding based on his season last year with Kansas. Saw a lot of stuff talking about how as the season progressed, as the season went on, a lot less targets. Quarterbacks were looking to go away from him, which is obviously what you want. It's what Tennessee needs. A lockdown corner, a corner that's going to have 4 years of eligibility because he's a COVID freshman. So again, don't know if Tennessee goes this route or not. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think Josh Heupel will go this route? I think, again, if he does, I think Tennessee may back into a special kid here, but we'll see. Like I said, leave me a comment. Let me know. If you haven't yet, go ahead and smash that thumbs up on the way out the door. And I just want to say this. This is, just a little personal note. I was supposed to go on live last night with the Indie Kid. Obviously, some of you guys that are in the private group on Facebook, and if you're not, I invite you to join it. Just search Talkin VAWLS on Facebook. It'll pop up under groups, but I'll let some of you guys know in there. Obviously, been a rough weekend for my family, losing our family pet, our first family pet, our cat. She had a rough weekend. She did end up passing last night. And, man, I just want to say, get real for just a second. This has nothing to do with football or Tennessee athletics. We started this channel 6-7 years ago, and we started it just in a podcast form, just to come on here, talk football. Some of you guys have been along with us for that ride the entire time. And, like I said, it started out about sports, about football. That was it. And then over the last year, we've seen this channel grow and just get bigger and bigger. And it's nice. It's nice to be able to make a little bit of money. You guys support us with super chats and buying merchandise, all that stuff. All that's nice and fancy. But I never in a million years thought that we would have a community. And sometimes I hate that word. It gets thrown around when it's not really meant. But I feel like we do have a community. And a lot of you reached out. A lot of you sent messages, left comments, and I just appreciate it. I appreciate that we do have this community that does go beyond football. Of course, that's Tennessee football, Tennessee athletics. That's what brings us all together, but we're more than that. And, like I said, I don't really get personal on here very much, but I just wanted to say thank you to everybody that reached out and said something. And I love this community that we've built. Thank you guys for the support. Sorry to get a little real on you. Just wanted to drop the video, mention Karon Prunty entering the transfer portal, but also just a short little thank you. That's going to wrap it up for this one. I appreciate you guys listening. This is the Talkin VAWLS Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Go Big Orange.
VAWLS